After weeks of not having an episode last week, we are now back to regular programming. Dragon Ball Super episode 55. Hello, folks. This is Mr. Informal with the review of Dragon Ball Super episode 55. First and foremost, the episode is mostly about Goku meeting Zeno, the king of all universe. But before we get to that, I just want to make sure we go through the different scenes of that episode. First and foremost, Goku and Whis goes to Beerus and tell him. Actually, Whis picked up Goku, and Beerus warned Goku not to do anything stupid, and not to mention about the fight with him and Black Goku. And so, Whis and Goku goes to Kaioshin's planet, and then we go to another scene, and Bulma basically telling everyone, "Hey, this time machine is done." So now we learned that the time machine is finished, and so we should already expect what's gonna happen with that. And we go to the next scene where we see Gowasu and Zamasu actually still watching the barbarians of the planet Barbari, and they still can't get their shit together, basically. Not only that, Zamasu is influenced by them, and he just cannot seem to let go of his animosity and, I shouldn't say hatred, it's more like negative mindset of mortals or humans as to why they are doing this, if they are the gift from the gods or they have the knowledge of the gods. And so actually in this episode, the shadow you can see in the picture is actually one of the Barbari, and Zamasu just kills him all because it just wasn't worth his time. And Gowasu should told him that they should have just left the planet. And so we also go to the next scene where Goku, Whis, and Kaioshin meets up with one of the high priests of Zeno, and this high priest, how should I say this? Actually, assist them on where to meet Zeno. I forgot the word. Escort. There we go. Escort them to Zeno. That's the word, escort. But yeah, we also learned that this person is actually much stronger than Whis, and Goku is very curious. And so we'll see what's gonna happen. That maybe we have a future episode between Goku and him. And so when they finally get to Zeno, Zeno actually reveals that he calls Goku just to be his friend. That's basically it. I don't know what to make of that. I really don't know what to make of this scene. So basically Goku just says, you know what? I have this other person that I know who will be a greater friend than I am. And so Zeno believes him, and actually Zeno gives him a gift. It's basically a device of, if Goku needs Zeno, he can just press the button and Zeno will instantly be there. And everyone, Whis and Kaioshin, is actually shocked of this, thinking that how could the king of all universe suddenly just goes down and gives it to Goku with such, friendliness and also such kindness. But in any case, Goku says they say goodbye to Zeno, and Goku ensures that he'll be back to meet Zeno again. And so we go on to the next scene. We see one of the high priests and with Kaioshin and Goku outside of Zeno's castle or Zeno's place. The high priest actually tells Whis, I'm actually curious about this person named Son Goku. And Whis tells him he's actually curious about you. And so that's a great scene. And I seem to predict that might be one of the ideas of the future episode we have in Dragon Ball Super. Not only that, I've noticed that Dragon Ball Super will actually be prolonged and will actually have a lot of episode. It won't just be. I'm not sure if it's gonna match the episode of Dragon Ball Z or Dragon Ball, but it seems like the creators are actually giving us clues as to how many episodes or how many ideas they can come up with. And so we go to Zamasu and Gowasu again, and Zamasu pours Gowasu some tea, and they discuss about what happened to the planet Barbary. Not only that, they also speak about justice as to why certain things happens, what is good, what is bad, good and evil, balance, justice. Basically trying to give a clarification to Zamasu so Zamasu can understand why certain things can happen. Not only that, Gowasu tells Zamasu, you can't just kill certain things just because you find it evil. You gotta let them go through it. And not only that, gods won't always be there to kill or protect people because gods are not perfect. And so he's telling Zamasu that let them figure it out. You can't just you can't just see the present. You have to see the future. If certain citizens or certain planets can actually figure out on by themselves. But Zamasu tells, well, he didn't really tell. He was more like, well, the gods watching over a planet is actually a sin. Meaning, if you're not doing it, why even be a god? And so we finally go back down to Earth, and we finally see Trunks and Goku and Vegeta go to the future, and this is where the action will happen. It's too bad that we don't get to see much of it, but in any case, Goku is surprised of how much crap, how much carnage there is in the future. Not only that, Trunks sees Mai's beanie and he's very concerned. And also, the last scene we see is Goku's being attacked. And so we go to the next episode, Dragon Ball Super 56. So my conclusion about this episode was an alright episode. It's not one of my favorite episodes. It was just one of those episodes where you can just miss it and not miss anything. It's not anything important, to say the least, but it gives us little bits of information of as to what will happen. And definitely the preview of Dragon Ball Super 56 is what got me excited. But that's another review and another discussion for another episode. But in any case, I cannot wait for Dragon Ball 56. And so, thank you all very much for listening to my review of Dragon Ball Super 55. I'll see you all next time. Bye bye.